So this video is going to come a day late. I've been very busy. Last week, Wednesday, we had our first introduction lecture about the course and what it would entail. Basically, he just explained what we would be expected to do in this course and the spaces we will be able to work in, so the recording studios available and all the concerts and events that are happening, especially within the music department itself. They need to be recorded, and every week he will allocate 2 to 3 people to a venue, and you will be responsible for that venue. Cut to yesterday, in the lecture, he said that there is a concert happening on Thursday at 7:30 in the evening, chamber orchestra, and he asked who would like to volunteer. And a lot of us put our hands up, but he chose me and another guy. It will be where he will explain how everything is set up here. So I think the majority of the class will come to see how it's done. Setup is today. The course looks very exciting. It seems very promising. I plan to work really hard with it to achieve as much as I possibly can in the time that I have. Everyone says a year goes by really fast, so I want to do as much as I possibly can. Then on Thursday was my police appointment, which you have to book yourself, where you apply for your Norwegian ID, your resident card. With that, you may apply for a bank account and you may transfer all the deposit money into it. I first managed to get a police appointment on the 22nd of September, and that's really late. I kept logging on, kept refreshing, checked the page as often as I remembered to do so. I managed to get an appointment for the 18th of August. So the walk to the police department is 26 minutes. I contemplated taking the bus for that, but then I remembered just the day before, my friend who has been living here showed me a store where I can get various things for where I live. So I got some cleaning cloths, laundry basket, which is foldable. All these miscellaneous things I managed to find there. Because of where she told me to meet, I typed it exactly into my Google Maps, and it took me to a specific place, and she said that Centrum means the center of the city. So it was at this lake where I've walked by a couple of times. Really, really nice. So I walked about 30 minutes, and then I had to turn back and walk 15 minutes to find them, and then I walked again to show me where the furniture store was. The next day, the police department was, according to Google Maps, 26 minutes away, so I thought, let me just walk the distance. So I did. It was quite a distance. I tried to memorize the route as much as possible before taking it, because what Google does is if you walk a bit in the wrong direction, it will reroute instead of just telling you turn around. So that's really annoying. Yeah, and at the police department we were told to have all these documents ready. I had to print out all these things, and then when I got there, they just asked me my passport, student card, and that was it. I got my ID number. They said I can connect it in 2 weeks' time. That's really exciting. On Friday, I had rescheduled all my Ronnie's Music Education Project students and some others to Friday, because it turns out that they do drop-ins for students at vaccination sites in Stavanger, and those only open on Saturday for students. So I rescheduled all my Jonas and my music education project students to Friday. So Friday was pretty busy from 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock teaching the evening. Saturday morning came around and my friend's fiance showed me how to get to the vaccination site. And he kind of stayed with me because he told me that the people who administer the vaccinations are often retired nurses. And because of that, they don't speak English very well. Some of them do. So he was there to just speak on my behalf. I even had trouble with when I got to register for the vaccine. Just telling my number, she couldn't, so he translated and whatever. So he helped with that, and then I went through and then he left. I got my first dose of Moderna Saturday morning. Went back on the bus, came back home. Saturday evening, my friend invited me for supper and just to chill at her place. That was really nice. I really enjoyed it. And she made this dish called saltemias. Probably mispronouncing it, but yeah, it was really nice. Saturday evening when I got back, I started feeling really weird, fatigued, dizzy, chills. When I got into bed, it was really cold and I had a restless night. Sunday morning came around and there was a moment where I felt really dizzy. I thought I was going to faint. There were black spots in my vision and I had this ringing in my ears and I was weak. So I just sat down because I was worried if I'm gonna faint, what if I hit something? So I just sat down in case it would happen. I sat down and waited for my vision to clear and for the ringing in my ears to stop. I got ready for my day and I felt run down. It was bad. I really felt like I had a fever or some type of flu. So that's just my body building up immunity, but I didn't think it would be this bad. So Sunday was just me trying to sleep it off to get rid of the weak fatigue and nausea and lack of appetite. Monday morning came and I thought I would be okay, but I wasn't really. I only forced myself to go to the shop to buy a few things for supper. I stayed in most of the day. I had an assignment due for research methods, Stellenbosch. So my whole day was working on that and then trying to complete my application for ethical clearance. I'm still busy with that. Yesterday I continued with it. It's actually quite a long process. I underestimated it. I didn't know it would be so long. So I'm still busy with that and I sat up till 11 o'clock last night. Then I realized I need to stop. I'm still not finished. So yeah. After yesterday's lecture, we were told when we would set up for Thursday's concert, and that's going to happen today at 2 o'clock after our lecture at 10 this morning. I assume everyone will go, so everyone will help, but it will be me and another guy who will be recording the concert, which takes place on Thursday. Yeah, I'm really excited, even though I may not seem so at this moment. I'm really tired. Trying to manage these two different courses is proving to be a bit tough. I knew it would be, but I underestimated how much it would be. I met two other girls in the course and we've kind of set out to be there for each other. We are the only girls in this course. There are about 13 people and we are the only females. I take walks as often as I can. This week has been a bit difficult because we've started with classes now and Stellenbosch is still running, so I've mostly been indoors. But walking to the shop and all those things, I get to walk. I choose to walk the distance and I love it. I love the sights I get to see when I'm walking. The grocery shop experience is quite something. I still spend a large amount of time trying to find what I need or what I'm used to from home. But I'm slowly getting there, finding my way. Yesterday I had an incident where I needed to get a hard drive because our lecturer told us that we can't expect to have our things saved on the computers at campus because they occasionally come in and they wipe everything or they update the system. So he suggested we have a cloud service and a portable hard drive. So yesterday, since I was feeling a bit better, I went to a store to get myself a hard drive. Turns out, the way I pronounce hard drive is very hard for them to understand because I said I need a hard drive that's compatible with Mac and Windows, and I think they just heard Mac and they pulled out iPhone cables or something. And they asked me, is this what you do? Is it this port? And what? I was confused. I said, no, USB. And I had to repeat it slowly and then they understood. I walked back and I met this other Canadian guy on his way to get something. And he asked, we were talking and I asked, what are you doing? And he asked, what am I doing? I told him, no, I want to get a hard drive. And he couldn't understand what I was saying until I showed it to him. And then he realized what I had said and told me that it's my accent. That's why he couldn't understand what I was saying. So, I don't know how to pronounce hard drive in an American accent. I was told as well that Norwegians grow up watching American sitcoms and all these American shows in English, and it even influences the way they speak English, their dialect, so to speak. So you can hear it very clearly in some of them. They sound American. So I think I will need to adjust somehow. And the funny thing is, there's another South African person here and he met me as I was leaving and he was off to do one thing and I was off to do another, and I told him I'm getting a hard drive and he said, oh yeah, you should go check out this store and that store, and I said, okay, I have a store I'm going to, but I will definitely check that one, and etc. And he had no trouble understanding what I was saying. But then the other people did, so that was fun. Yeah, I'm really enjoying my time here. Today is a very cold day. It's raining, it's 14 degrees, but we'll be mostly inside, so I think it will be okay. Just getting from one place to the other might not be. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for watching my videos, for making it through to the end. Thank you once again for all those who have donated. It means so much to me. I really appreciate it. I can't say enough how I appreciate it. Feel free to follow me on my social media pages at Whatever the Road or Daddy Wondy. I post often there about what I'm up to, or you can follow me on Facebook at Whatever the Road featuring Daniel Wondy. Once things get started, I will try to keep everyone posted on how things are going this side regarding all the recordings and things. I will just have to be brave enough to be the one who takes photos of everything. So, yeah, thank you once again for all your support and your donations in every way possible, and for all the messages I've received, and tips I've received from so many people. I really appreciate it. Thank you once again for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe.